Hello, and thank you for being with us. My name's Anthony, and I'm the founder of Alchemy of Breath, and you're probably watching this because you are interested in developing your skills as a facilitator of breathwork. I particularly want to tell you about my why and what it was that motivated me all those years ago to take this up as my path. And really, it's because of a lifetime of living amongst people who couldn't be real. They had to be protected or hidden, and it showed up as a lack of care and a lack of love when I knew inside everybody's hearts that we all wanted to be in close contact and have intimacy in our lives. And so as a youngster, when I was at boarding school as a 7-year-old and I had to cover myself up in order to toughen up and be with the boys, I lost something. I lost something really essential, really. Well, if I was on my deathbed today, I would look back and be sad if I hadn't changed it. Because to me, the depth and the value and the quality of life that I have really is about how much I can love and how much I can let myself be loved. And it was when I started to learn breathwork and teach breathwork that I understood that I could help other people do the same thing. And so a community began, and we all breathed together and we came closer, and this community grew into Alchemy of Breath. And then it grew into the Academy of Alchemy of Breath, how we are able to take people who want to make the journey into becoming a world-class facilitator and study with us. And we can help you. We can help you with your dream that might be a little timid right now, might be kind of like, do I dare? But we can help you through all those stages to be able to incorporate not just breath into your own personal life, not just to develop your own inner journey and intimacy with yourself, but to also teach other people how to do the same thing. In fact, to be an example for other people as a result of the journey that you've made. The journey that we take together is so intricate. It's tough, it's demanding, and it's deep. But it's so rewarding and so powerful. And by the time you complete it, you will be ready to facilitate. You will be ready to hold groups or to work with people one-on-one and help them open up to the truth of who they really are too. So I really hope you listen well, take notes through this little presentation that's coming, and I will be back with you at the end of it. Blessings. Well, welcome, and let's explain to you a little bit about how this all works. You can see here the faculty and myself on the left there, and I'm accompanied by Kerry and Pablo and Emily. And Kerry and Emily teach evening classes, so that's evening UK time, and therefore US time zone classes. And Pablo teaches morning classes, which would suit those of you in Australia. The general classes are 3 classes a month for 3 hours, and you're learning how to give breathwork sessions online, in person, and in groups or one-to-one sessions. So you experience the full range to feel how you're inspired to share this work. Classes are either at 9 a.m. UK time or 5:30 p.m. UK time, and we just give one time zone, so when your time zone might change for summer or winter time, you can just check against one time and be safe that you won't be late. The introduction to Alchemy of Breath is really about the fundamentals, and then there's obviously facilitation skills. I was blessed to be trained by, I believe, one of the greatest facilitators in the world, and I've brought everything to you after years of study with him. Also, you'll be learning how to guide breathwork sessions, the body and trauma, one of my favorites, integrating breathwork, an essential element. Breathwork as a business, equally essential if you wish to make this your profession, and of course, closing the journey. And perhaps my favorite, super favorite, is the inner journey with Anthony, where I get to spend time with you. Now, each of these units consists of several seminars, and each one is recorded, so you can either stream it and watch it later on, or indeed download it. You'll have lifetime access to it. And Each class is, of course, led by either myself or Kerry, Emily, or Pablo. And we do also bring in renowned guest teachers for subjects for which we want the very latest updated information for you, things like trauma, breathwork as a business, the anatomy of breath, and some of the more scientific aspects, and so on. The seminar structure, as I said earlier on, is 3 hours, and basically it's broken down into these aspects. We explore very deeply the alchemy meditation, which is a meditation of felt sense and felt presence, and we also want you to learn how to facilitate through that. It's by going into your own body and your own inner awareness that you're going to be able to deliver the best quality of support for people. A large part of the class is obviously for technical content and skill development, but we want experiential exchange and feedback too, so we keep you alive in the class. We put you in breakout rooms, we have you sometimes leading breakout rooms, and of course every class has a breathwork session where actually after a short time we'll be asking you if you want to facilitate that in the class so you can get some feedback and support from your colleagues and co-students. The inner journey with me is a beautifully deep journey. It's going to call upon you to make your own hero's journey, and you'll be asked to work with your biography. We'll be asking you to look at your biography and write a few words about each 7-year period of your biography, and then we'll be also embracing your inner child, which is my very favorite type of work. There are so many parts of us that have been frozen or left behind trauma, and my specialty is about how we can embrace those and bring them back into the whole. And that, of course, includes shadow work and using those meditative skills that we've developed. Now, the whole purpose of this journey that we make is that you are able to come out of this training with Alchemy of Breath with a self-confidence balanced with a humility that will help you hold people going through all kinds of processes. Some of those are really, really tough. And if you're not willing to go that deeply within yourself, then you're going to feel out of depth when you're with someone who needs your help. So this is quite a demanding journey. It means bringing awareness to your patterns and your learnings and your evolution and your integration. And this will really inform not just how you work, but how you become into this world. What you need to do as a facilitator is to stand in your own true sovereignty and authenticity in such a way that other people can gravitate towards that. And so as we go through the inner journey, it starts with opening the book of your life and examining what things might have affected you during your birth process, or even when you were conceived. And we'll be moving on to the core. What is it that is calling me to this work? And really breaking that down, unpacking it so we can understand the elements that we can really use as our tools for our journey forwards. Understanding all the aspects of our inner child and opening up the door to the enormous power that lies in this work, how much it can bring us into our fullness and richness. Exactly the same for embracing the shadow in our 4th session together, where you'll be learning how to understand that what we fear most in ourselves is really where the power lies. That's where the momentum lies. We just need to get in the saddle, and then we can guide it where we want. We can guide that enormous energy to where we want to put it. This brings us to finding the treasure and how we learn to accept that, yes, we do carry a key. In this work particularly, we carry a key for humanity, but it's not that we own it. It's not an egotistical arrival. It's an arrival of understanding that we are here to serve. And this mastery is the fine balance between ego and purpose. How can we maintain purpose but not be led or distracted or driven by ego? And then, of course, we move towards the grand return. And the return here is actually your outcoming into the world, but it's the return of a full cycle of a journey and preparing myself to actually let go of mastery, actually move towards mystery and leave mastery behind. And of course, then we finish with the death and a new beginning. And that's where you get to be born into a new existence. So once a month you'll be with me, and then 3 times a month you'll be with your master trainer. And this course is spread over an 8-month period of time because we really want to support you on your journey with whatever is going on for you in your life. You know, one of the things that I know doesn't work after 2.5 decades of going to intense workshops is that you don't walk away with what you need. You walk away with a percentage of what you need, because after the first couple of days, you're full. You just can't absorb anymore. You need time to integrate it and to learn how to use it and practice it and improve with your practice. And that's specifically why this drip feed training system really works well. The other thing that I love about it is that it's co-creating all the time. You're not just receiving, you're co-creating. What your life experience is essential to another facilitator. The story of how you master your greatest challenge and transform it into a gift for the world becomes enormously valuable to someone else who has a different nature of challenge. It's all designed to cross-fertilize and to bring you to the sense of responsibility, in the sense of ability to respond, and maturity and authenticity that you need to hold that really delicate space for a breather. This inner journey that we make is so much based on Joseph Campbell's work, The Hero's Journey. And so we understand there's a template that can support us and help us on our way. Now, our next slide is the Year 1 assessment, and these are the things that you'll need to do in order to be able to be certified. You'll be reading and reporting on 2 books, Just Breathe by Dan Brule and Waking the Tiger by Peter Levine. And you'll also be reading and reporting on a 3rd book of your choice from our reading list, which is ample and varied. There are 3 group sessions and 10 one-to-ones you'll need to do to get your practicums done, a biography and a graduation project, and of course breath camp and online breath camp or online breath retreats. Breath camp itself is really an opportunity for celebration, where we come together and we work together, and you bring these 8 months or 7.5 months of work that you've done, and you'll get a chance to actually do a full production of a breathwork in front of your peers. You'll be co-authoring the workshop, you'll be experiencing other hands-on workshops, you'll be giving and receiving feedback, you'll be going to beautiful locations around the world. And my favorite, of course, is the one in Italy, which is the Alchemy School of Healing Arts. And you can come to as many of these breath camps as you want. All you need to do is pay your flight, board and accommodation, but all tuition time, all workshop time is included in your fee. You're likely to develop some really close friendships along the way as you work with study buddies throughout the training, and you also have a mentor with whom you can certainly talk about the technical aspects, but also deeper things too. And you can join our student and alumni hub, which connects you to facilitators, members, and masters of breath, and allows you to explore with them and ask questions. You'll be able to explore the felt sense and felt presence meditation and your facilitation skills in the round table talks, which I hold twice a month. Enrollment. What would your next steps be? Well, the course fee is $79.20, and that's US dollars for this 400-hour training. And we have payment plans available if that can help you. Or alternatively, you can get 10% off if you choose to pay your full fee in advance. The steps of enrollment are as follows. First of all, you're going to complete an application form, and then you're going to book an interview, and then we'll be giving you a notification of acceptance. I want to add a little note here. How strong is your call? How strong is your drive to want to create a positive change in the world? But are you committed? That's really important to us. So please, if you are, go ahead, complete the application form. We would love to help you, and I really hope I get to work with you on those inner journey classes. Thanks so much. Well, I hope that gives you a deeper understanding of the quality of training that you're going to get. And I really, really hope that we do get to work together. I'll look forward to seeing you at our Student Hub group soon. And blessings to you on your journey.